guys? We are back with another video. Okay. I want to say thank y'all. We are definitely back with another video. We're not going to be on here too long because I got to do my homework. Okay. Because I'm in school. I got to do my homework. I like to get it done. So shout out to everybody that's in school, doing their homework, doing their papers and stuff like that. But we are back with y'all coming in the room. We are here and we are definitely talking about the infamous interview that Armon Wiggins did with Storm Monroe. So we definitely going to talk about it. But first, get the likes up. Get the likes up. You go, Wiley. I start next week. This is live. Haley Taylor, it is live. We are live. Type in the chat and say we are live. Type in the chat and say we are live. Yes. Yes. Shout out to the editor. Yes, thank you. Thank you so very much. What I'm in school for, I'm in school for criminal justice. I'm super excited. I am now taking I hate when people say can y'all type in the chat and say we are live? Okay, let me just DM this person this. I can just tell y'all I'm on the text list. We are live. Give me a second. Getting all these DMs. I'm live now. Yes. Okay. Put it in there that we are live. That was a good interview. No bashing and stuff like that. Let me first and foremost say, all right, thank you. Don't send me no more DMs, all right? Unless you're sending me $1 million. Don't send me no more DMs. No more DMs. I'm live. Okay. So when I first found out they was gonna do this interview, I was excited. I said, "Oh, this is great. This is good for clicks and views." But then my other side was, will this be a Tasha K bashing? And I wasn't disappointed at all. So we definitely gonna dive into this interview and give my highlights and my notes, and I'm gonna get my commentary on it. And then we're gonna take your phone calls and we'll open up the StreamYard. Most of y'all like the phone calls because we pay for a service. So we definitely okay. Oh wow. So there we go. So they were talking about the 100,000 subscriber race. If you all remember, we put a video out who's going to get to 100,000 followers first. And the reason why I put that video out there, because it was good commentary, because I was like, oh my God, this is really good. Because both of them was reaching at 100,000. They was itching at, I think Storm was at in the early, in the 90 some thousand. I think Armon was at like 89,000. And so I put it out there who was going to get to 100,000 first. So I put it out there. I pinned Storm and Armon, and I just put it out there, the video. So we was one of the leading voices that put it out there. Of course, King Payne, that's Armon Wiggins' friend. He's on Chasing LA. He was angry. He was pissed that Storm Monroe was on Armon Wiggins' platform. But what King Payne have to understand, this is business. You have to take your personal feelings out of it, because if you remember, when King Payne first got on Chasing LA, he reached out to me. He said, "Hey, Wiley, I want to come on your platform." People was mad that he was on my platform because he talked so much mess. About me. I didn't listen. This is business. You on the platform. Come on, you come on the show. We can interview and we could just have an interview, right? And then he had called me again. He wanted to come back on. And I was like, and I'll see the purpose. We did one good interview. That was it, because we're not friends. All right. He asked, was Tasha K? He actually, Storm, Armon asked Storm, did you cry on Tasha K's shoulder? He said, if I cried on Tasha K's shoulder, she was crying about Jaguar, right? So he really didn't answer the question. And I'm like, when he asks a direct question, I need a direct answer. I don't need a rebuttal. Or was she crying? Was she crying about Jaguar, right? No, give us a direct answer. Was you crying on Tasha K's shoulder? And I can believe that too. If your feelings hurt, I mean, you can cry. You get around women. She's a mother. Like, oh yeah, so Armon Wiggins dragged me, and he did this, and he called me these names, and he did this, and she put you in her bosom. Women, because women got a bosom, and you can just let it out and cry. So if he did cry, I'm not gonna say that I've cried many times. I was on the phone with Conscious TV. I was going through it. I was crying because I didn't take my medicine, and my emotions was through the roof. And he just so happened to call me, ring ring ring, and I was in there bawling crying, and he haven't called me since. So I don't know if I scared him off. So, and then they was talking about the income. If you all remember, Tasha K released Storm Monroe's income, and she was like, God will make your enemies be at your footstools. Look at how much money you're making over here with Kibi Studios. She posted that. And I even said in a video, if I didn't say it, I'm saying it now, that she was trying to bait Armon Wiggins to release his income on his channel and to show people how much he made. Like they were trying to provoke him to release this how much money he made. So they brought that up. Then they brought up a situation with Trey. If you all remember Trey actually went to the beef sector. But anyway, Trey was calling to Armon Wiggins show. He was spreading rumors about Tasha K, saying that Tasha K was having a CPN number, to get an apartment, that Tasha K husband is LGBT, and they were spreading all these rumors. And so I remember when Trey went on my channel first, and we did an interview, and then he went on Storm Monroe's page and did an interview. And when he went on Storm Monroe's page, he was saying that, Armon and Daytime Tea Time paid him $5,000 to drag Tasha K. And if you remember this, see, people, you got to remember this. Tasha K came on my platform, and I was like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that Daytime Tea Time would do that. I don't believe it at all. And then Tasha was like, what you mean? You don't know her like that. I'm like, I don't believe that's in her character to, take money to pay somebody to drag you. I just don't believe it. I believe this queen is lying. I don't believe it at all. So if y'all don't, a lot of y'all are new. Y'all be like, you never call out Tasha K. You never disagree with Tasha. If you follow my history, I've always came out and said some things, some problems that I had with Tasha K, and came out on my platform about it. So they talked about that. And then Storm was like, well, the Trey person started, dissing him, but he never told Trey to say those things about Armon and to say those things about Candace. He never, ever told him to do that. He never said this, the Daytime Tea Time. He never did anything. He said that Trey did it on his own. And that's what he did. Because if you remember, Trey left this sector, went to the beef sector, and he was beefing on the situation, like literally beefing on people in the beef sector, and he was dragging people in the beef sector. He literally went to the beef sector, and then he just disappeared because he got doxxed. They doxed Trey because a lot of people asked what happened to him. They found out where he lived. They post his house. They post his grandmother. They like doxed him. And Lipstick Alley actually doxed him. And so he just went away. And so they and then Armon asked Storm, and this was a good question. Was it a setup? Was it a setup that Jaguar Wright came on your platform? And he was like, no. He said, I reached out to Jaguar Wright, but that was right after y'all fallout, and Jaguar Wright said, "Oh, I need to come on your show because I'm gonna address Armon Wiggins," and Storm was like, "No, don't address it." But if you remember, I was the first YouTuber to post what Jaguar Wright said about Armon Wiggins. I posted on my Instagram, and then I did commentary on my YouTube channel. I said, "Listen, this woman is putting Armon Wiggins on her flat screen, on her big screen TV." And she was like, who is this guy? He do this and he do that. I want to interview with him. And then she got to the part where Armon Wiggins was dragging her, and then she started dragging him, being a loose booty queen, all type of stuff. She was just going in on her homophobic rant against Armon Wiggins. So she just went on this rant, and then shortly after that, it was announced on Storm Monroe's platform that Jaguar Wright would be interviewed on Storm Monroe's platform. Now, I'm just taking y'all back, because some of y'all are new. some of y'all are new, so y'all don't really know us. I'm just getting y'all caught up with a little backstory. So they brought up another amazing good question that Armon Wiggins brought up. He did his homework. When Tasha K interviewed Storm Monroe on her app, nobody was talking about the interview unless you watched it on the app. I was the first YouTuber to bring it up that Storm Monroe regretted talking about Armon Wiggins' family. When he said that, I'm sorry about it, I was wrong, and he wanted to apologize, Tasha K cut him off and said, when you dragging and roasting, the gloves is off. You can drag the family. The gloves is off. And so we have brought it up on our platform because a lot of people, ain't paying $12.99 to see no interview. We gonna pay it because I look at it, I can get some content out on it, and I can talk about it on my platform. So I paid my $12.99, and I'm listening to it, and I can go live and I can talk about it. And we talked about it. A lot of people that's not on the app, they literally getting the tea from me because I'm giving the tea. And then a lot of my supporters, even Tasha K told me herself, came to the app because of our reporting over here at the Wiley Show. So our people went over there and support. So yeah, Storm Monroe wanted to apologize then, back in, that was about a couple of months ago. And then during that interview, I read the comments. You know what they say, it goes down in the DM? In this business, what we're currently at in this YouTube game, commentary game, it goes down in the comments. I'm the type of content creator, I read every single comment. Sometimes I'm up in the wee hours of the night, pacing the flow, reading comments, jumping from page to page to see, is they talking about me? And sometimes I'll drop down and I respond. Every once in a while, I feel myself, I'll drop down and respond in the comments after the video. If a person do a video about me on another platform, I jump down in the comments and I respond, and we'll go back and forth because it goes down in the comments, and I don't mind responding. I don't mind having dialogue with you. And then I will invite you. I have even gave people my phone number out of the comments, and it was one lady. She was dragging me so much in the comments. I said, listen here, sus, let's take this on the phone line. I'm going to give you my number. I gave her my Google number, and we were just going back and forth about how she don't like me, why my platform ain't growing, I'm this and that, I'm not real, I don't really like women. She was just really, really going in. And I said, first of all, obviously you got to be bitter, you got to be single, because you on the phone with a man in the wee hours of the night. Why you not with your man? We just had this whole dialogue and stuff like that. I kind of stopped doing that because I was getting calls in the wee hours of the night. People just call and just want to rant, and I stopped doing it. So now, if you call me, you're gonna go right to voicemail. Anyway, but I remember that I used to give people my number in the comments. So that was going on, and Armon said, I sent a text message to Tasha, and it said, and in that text message read, my problem is always going to be with you. And that's what the text message that Armon sent to Tasha. And he said, I don't have a problem with Storm. And Tasha K sent the text message to forward it to Storm, and Storm seen that text message. This is another good question that's Armon Wiggins asks. Did you use Tasha K? That's a good question. Did you use her? And pretty much what he said, yes, I've used her. And it's a good thing. When you're around her, you use her. And I'm glad he admitted that. Like, people say, you use Tasha K. I said, we both use each other. If she need me to spread a narrative on the platform, if she needs that, I spread it. If it's good business, if it give me good clicks and views, I ask her, hey, can I talk about people on the app? and bring it to my. Do you mind me talking about the interviews? I started doing that. I was like one of the only content creators that really talk about what's going on in the app. And people would send me emails. You need to go. And we would do after shows after she would get done with her Fuckery Friday. We would go live and we would do episodes and stuff like. And we would talk about and give our commentary on our show. I don't mind it. So we use each other. Are we close? I want to make it. We're not close. We don't be at each other's houses for Thanksgiving. I didn't get no invitation to go down for Thanksgiving. Was I at our birthday? Because we're not close. I know the boundaries. I'm not dumb. I know where we stand. We are associates. We're not friends. Well, come on, meet my family. Come on down to that. No, I know where we stand. I know where the relationship stand. Y'all be a little bit confused, but Wiley, I'm crystal clear of what my relationship with Tasha. I'm literally crystal clear. I have her number. She can always call me. I didn't block her number. Okay, she can call me anytime. She can text me anytime. And she called me this morning to ask me some questions about some stuff, and I answered it because I'm always going to be able to be loyal to my platform. And every time she asks me a question, I say, "Listen, Tasha, this is what I do on my platform. My people like when I go in. This is how I get my clicks and my views. This is what we do over here. And this, do you have a problem with such and such?" I said, "Listen, I don't have no problem with the employee. I just get my clicks and views. I just do my commentary like everybody else." And I wanted to tell her. And then I may tell her if she called back, Chelsea gonna do the same thing. She gonna be dragging people. She gonna be getting in beefs with people to grow her platform. She gonna be filling that same route. So and she did that. When she went live, she dragged me. So it's just business, clicks and views. I don't take this stuff personal. This is what I do to get clicks and views. This is what I do to entertain. I don't take it personal because this is why I'm entertaining you, the viewer. And I like to talk mess. And we even talk mess about celebrities. All right, that's like Michelle blocked us. Anyway, so that was a really good question when Storm Monroe said he used Tasha K, because you use each other. When you're in this business long enough, you will learn how to move around and to gain a platform. And so that's what he used her for. But I wish Storm Monroe, I think he did say it, but Storm Monroe have a strong work ethic. And though he learned the ropes and Tasha K taught him how to get it, how to make the money, the man put the work into his platform. I think people felt, because a lot of y'all didn't follow Storm when he was at 5,000 subscribers. I was following Storm when he was at 5,000 subscribers. During that time, I was in the B sector. I spent a lot of years in the B sector. And so he was in the celebrity gossip sector. The B sector is a sector where you go ahead and you beef it with YouTube content creators. And this is why I developed such a thick skin over here in celebrity gossip and trending news, because when I was in the B sector, they were roast and gag. They will dox you. I had a content creator showed up to my family church where my uncle preached, when my grandmother attended, showed up to my family church because she got mad because we dragged her when she was in her dirty panties, and we posted her in her dirty panties on my website. I had a website at the time, and I would just expose bloggers, and I post her in her dirty panties, right? Because it was a stain on them. And so she got mad and she went to my family church. She recorded herself, dropped her baby off at a babysitter, and went to the family church. So I'm not new to this. I've seen it all. I've seen people call my family. I've seen it all. So I've been through it. I've literally developed this again because what I went through on that. She said, she told me, if you don't take it down, that picture down in 24 hours, I'm going to your family church. I said, I don't care. Do what you got to do. I ain't going to be there. And so when she did that, then I developed my character, Marquita the Cross-Eyed Diva. If you go back to my old videos, I used to wear wigs, right? I used to wear wigs and women clothes, right? And I used to do Marquita the Cross-Eyed Diva. I can't do it now because I can't get the voice right. But I came out and I developed Marquita the Cross-Eyed Diva. I did an episode while she was at the church acting ignorant. And I wasn't even at the church. And then she said on the phone, I'm going to never forget it, Wiley. I'm like, did she just call my name? But I'm not even at the service. So anyway, that's a little history right there. Okay. So they so Armon Wiggins, I knew he was gonna bring this up about Dr. Sabi interview. This man has been bringing up this Dr. Sabi interview, and he's so pissed off at Tasha K about the Dr. Sabi interview. But Storm said something that you close, but they saw something on your platform that made them not want to do an interview with you. I don't know what it could be. I was looking back at the old videos during that time. I know he had the young buck. I know he was having the transgender stuff. Baby, that turned off the Dr. Sabi people, but it had nothing to really do with Tasha. And I hope that Armon closed that door on that, because have Tasha K made mistakes? Yes, we all made mistakes. But some stuff he was blaming Tasha K for, Tasha K didn't do. And I personally do not believe that Tasha K told Dr. Sabi people not to interview with Armon Wiggins. And Storm World confirmed that she didn't do that, that Dr. Sabi people saw something on Storm Monroe's platform. I'm sorry, that Dr. Sabi people saw something on Armon Wiggins' platform, and they decided not to do the interview. So that was a good thing that Storm Monroe did not go into that narrative. He just spoke the truth. So I hope that Armon Wiggins get to sleep good at night. I mean, I hope he just get that off his chest and just let it go, because it was so long ago, and it's your word and Tasha K word, and now you have Storm Monroe piece. Clearly, I don't think that Dr. Sabi people, that's Tasha K told Dr. Sabi people not to interview with Armon Wiggins. So I hope he can let that go. And he always talk about people, oh, people don't know how to let things go. No, you don't know how to let things go, because even in the interview, you can tell that Armon Wiggins is hurt by Tasha K and bitter about Tasha K. And he tried to interview Storm in the lens of, oh, we having a conversation. You made it over here. But yet he was trying to throw shots. He called Tasha K the B word. He was still throwing shots at Tasha K. My thing is this, and this is something that I want to talk about, and I didn't really get to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about it right now. Because he said that, yeah, Larry Reid got on the phone and they want Tasha K wanted to meet up with him, and they wanted to have a conversation, and it was going to be at Larry Reid's house and all that. Then I get a phone call, and Tasha K denied that and said, no, I ain't do that, and so just denied that whole thing. But I'm like, if you say you hate this woman so much and you don't like her and you despise her so much, why would you want to take a phone call with Larry Reid to link up at Larry Reid's house? So that'll let me know you don't really hate her. Because if you really, really hate her and despise her, you won't send her a text message. You won't respond to the Larry Reid mediation. You will ignore that. You will say, no, I don't want nothing to do with it. No, it's just you mad about something that Tasha K did to you, and that you are upset about that. But if Tasha K reach out and try to resolve it and say, well, you know what? I took the Dr. Sabi, y'all can be back friends. So you technically, you don't hate the lady. And you can't hate the lady when you do content about the lady and you get clicks and views off her, and you get 10, I think he said he made $10,000 off that Tasha K content, over $10,000 or $20,000. I believe that's what he said. Don't quote me on it. So you don't really hate the woman. He don't really hate that woman. That Tasha K is not even blocked. He don't even have Tasha K blocked. He has sent Tasha K. And this is what he did. And this is when I just say, don't put me in it. Yeah. He was throwing shots at Wiley, but this is all right. I was going to meet with her. And I said, you need to meet with Wiley first, because he really want to meet you. And then he said, this Tasha K said, I know how to handle him. You know, do all that type of talking. And so I called Tasha, because I'm going to the source's mouth. Did you say that? I don't know, Wiley. I ain't say nothing like that. That man lying. I never had no conversation with to bring him down and beat him. My husband don't want me to beat him. And if he did beat up with my husband, he want a box. I ain't do that, Wiley, at all. So I'm like, okay. I think Chelsea was on the three-way. I'm like, all right, okay. I'm like, okay, all right. If she did say it, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all because we have an audience now. It would bother me if I needed her for an audience. We have an audience. Now, if I was in a predicament and I got 2 people watching me and I just really need that Tasha K interview to take me to the next level, then I feel some type of way. But we have an audience, right? We have hundreds of people. When I went to Chicago, I was meeting my own supporters that said, hey, Wiley, how you doing, brother? One sister, I was literally waiting on my lift. God is my witness. Waiting on my lift. Then they said, is you Wiley from the Wiley Show? Yes. I watch your show. She showed me text messages of watching the show. When I was breaking news, she found the news off of my channel and it was amazing. That situation happened. Then I'm leaving from Chicago, boarding the plane to come back to Dallas. Somebody was like, hey, Wiley, hey, from the Wiley Show. It was amazing. So I have supporters, and that wasn't nothing but God, because God will send you people to let you know you are on the right path. Don't give up. You are doing it. It's your time. It's amazing. For certain people, it's going to take you 10 years to get what you got to go. Some of y'all, it's going to take you 5 years. But baby, the goal is to get there, and you will get there if you do not give up and be consistent. All right? I just wanted to put that out there. So when I saw that wasn't nothing but God. Literally, I wasn't even expecting. I'm like, whoa, because sometimes you get down like, is I'm really growing? Do people really like this Wiley Show? And pow, outside a beautiful black woman that's in the industry. This black woman literally in the industry, works in the industry. Like I was shocked. I'm like, you watch me? I was shocked. So for all the people that take time out, that use their thick fingers and they comment and say, you're not growing, that's a whole lie. Because we're growing. You looking at the subscribers. I'm looking at the full picture. You are a simple-minded person, and all you're looking at is subscribers. And like I told you, just to respond to people, we're going to get more back into this interview. I just want to say this and get this off my chest. Do you want to be at the level of the Scorpion Show where they're at 134,000 subscribers and they're averaging 3,000 to 4,000 viewership? Or do you want to be at a level where you at 20-some thousand subscribers and you averaging 8, 9, 10,000 views? So you are growing, and I love that. And then I look at people like oh my gosh, Adrian Expressions. He get the same amount of views we get over here at the Wiley Show, and he have almost 80,000 subscribers. So do you want to be at a level at 80,000 or 100,000 subscribers, averaging 2,000 views? Like, come on, people, let's talk about it. Don't bring it up to me if you ain't willing to have no debate, because we could definitely have that conversation. Some of y'all are upset and looking at the subscriber number. It's about the viewership. It's about the engagements. The subscribers is really about bragging rights to say, I got 200,000 subscribers. It's certain people we could talk about Storm Monroe. He's at 200,000 people, but is he still getting that same type of viewership? No, his views have dropped some. He have dropped some. He don't get the amount of views like he used to. It happens. You have your high highs, you have your low lows. In this business, you do it long enough, it be like a slope. You got a high, low, low. Armon Wiggins, he don't get the type of viewership that he was getting when he was covering the Tasha K and Cardi B lawsuit. You have your high highs, you have your low low. Everybody have that in this YouTube platform if you do it long enough. But I encourage y'all to get into the business. I encourage my brothers and sisters that are coming up in the game. Don't let nobody stop y'all, and be consistent. Let's get more back into this interview. I just have to preach that little sermon. All right. So then Armon Wiggins brought up Nika Knight, and I'm glad he brought up Nika Knight. Like, what happened with Nika Knight? That Tasha K got involved and text Nika at night to date Storm. Who should date Storm? Storm really liked you and stuff like that. And Storm wanted to take Nika Knight out for dinner. Nika Knight is beautiful. She's very attractive. Nika Knight is very attractive. And she used to be in videos. Like, she was a video vixen. Like, she used to be in videos and dance. She's a beautiful Everything. Yes. All of that. So Tasha K was reaching out to Nika Knight on Storm Monroe's behalf to come on to date. And so somehow it went left, and Nika Knight, who is a black woman, said, Storm Monroe wanted me to be his beard. And I didn't know what it was. I said, beard? What's that? And so I had to Google, but what is a beard? A woman being a beard? And it is like, it's a covering where a down low man date a woman for a covering to cover up their homosexual activities. Is they use it as a shield. And I'm like, I do personally know a beard, but it ain't Storm Monroe. I have a friend that I grew up in the church, and and that's where he got beautiful women you won't believe. He like men's. He got beautiful black women, deep voice, attractive, got waves, and he like men, but you ain't gonna tell by looking at the picture. I'm just saying. So I was like, I know a beard. Yes, I know a beard. Oh my gosh, he's a beard. Anyway, so that's what Nika Knight said. And I don't want to bring Nika Knight's name up because I don't want her to get discouraged, because last time we had the pressure on Neek. That woman pulled out. She pulled out y'all don't understand. She was under so much pressure. The lady was under so much pressure. She picked up her baby sock and she was just crying in the sock. And I said, oh my. So hopefully that Neek do not feel any pressure about that at all. Hopefully that Storm Monroe apologized to Nika Knight, because the last time her name was just a mess. Just don't understand, y'all. This is too much. And she picked that baby sock up and dabbed. I said, oh no. Wait a minute. Y'all literally had to be here back in the day. It's always been some drama, all right? And in our corner, and she was crying at the baby sock. Anyway, so he said that he owed Nika Knight an apology because he went in on Nika Knight. Storm did. He was like, spoil you rotten cookie and all of that. Somebody sent me a super chat. Let me read this really quickly. Ryan said, great show. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. And so Storm did a song about Nika Knight and said, spoil you rotten cookie, your spoil you rotten cookie, your cookie is spoil you, your spoiled and rotten cookie. Excuse me, your spoil you rotten cookie. So he did a whole song, and I'm like, wow, okay. And so I reached out to Neek. I was like, hey, Neek, I'm coming to Vegas. I would like to link up with you. You know what I'm saying? We can go out to lunch. I'll treat you my treat. And she was like, listen, I don't know if I'm gonna be meeting any content creators, because when that situation happened with Storm, and I was so pissed off at Storm because I really want to meet Nika Knight, and now I can't meet her because she got burnt by a content creator, and I really, really wanted to meet her. Like, we were supposed to have a meet and greet in Dallas before the pandemic. And one of the content creators I reached out to was Neek. And during that time, I had a sponsor that was a sponsor, a content creator, to come. And then she was going to be like the special guest. And that was like before. But then when I reached out to her again, that's when the Storm Monroe situation happened. And she was like, I don't know about that. So I'm going to reach out to her again, because she's beautiful. Like, y'all don't understand. Neek is just beautiful. Now, I don't know if the Storm, I know the Storm, the song wasn't about her, but it just fit what I'm talking about with the spoiler rider, because it just fit that. And I don't know if that song wasn't about her, but I believe you played that song when you were talking about Nika Knight. I could be wrong, but I do remember when the song came out, Spoil You Rotten Cookie. Okay. They said it wasn't about it was about April Jones, Evelyn Lozada. Okay. But I do remember that song. I could my memory could be a little bit fuzzy, but I do remember that song. I'm like, is he saying that Nika Knight gotta spoil you right the cookie? I don't think our cookie is spoil you. If it is, I'll still eat it. Okay. So that's another good question that Armon Wiggins asked Storm Monroe. He asks, why don't you post your friends on the internet? And Storm was saying no, because the public are dragging. And I agree with Storm, because Storm get dragged so much. And if this man were to post his friends, you would have content creators reaching out to his friends, trying to get his friends on the show for an interview. I know how they roll and operate, because it's a sector of male content creators. All they do, they call Storm Stormisha. They say that Storm is bisexual. They say Storm is gay. They say all these things. And if he were to bring his friends on here, can you imagine how much his friends, they'll be putting his friends as thumbnails. They will be texting a friend or try to DM the friend. So it'll be a mess. So I understand why Storm wants some privacy, because when you become a public figure, people just want everything in your life to be public. And then I'm like, Armon, you ask him that question, you don't post your boyfriend. Why you don't post? You don't post your boyfriend. We still try to look for the boy, even though I know how he look. Anyway, but the public want to see how that boyfriend look. We saw y'all in the pool, but we ain't see the boyfriend. He was all smothered up. No, I want to see a face-to-face picture of the boyfriend, head to toe. We want to see that boyfriend. But he ain't bringing that boyfriend, so don't ask Storm why he ain't bringing his friends up, because you damn sure ain't bringing up your boyfriend. You keep that boyfriend in the closet, private somewhere. He's somewhere in the kitchen cooking the chicken. He's somewhere in the kitchen cutting up the lemons. That's where the boyfriend is at. Somewhere cutting up the lemons, frying the chicken, booking the flights, getting his douche kit, getting the lubrication, doing all that type of stuff, rubbing your crusty toes. You don't show that boyfriend. I would like to see him. I would really like to see him. Somebody send me a picture, but I want to see him on camera. I want to see him. So you keep it private. You know why you don't bring that boyfriend on camera? Because you know we will drag him from the north to the south, to the east to the west. You know your boyfriend will get dragged. So that's why you don't bring your boyfriend. So asking the question, I wish Storm would be like, I post my friends when you post your boyfriend, and post his picture and post his Instagram so I can follow him. Yeah, he got a good man. He got a good man. He tell the man to bring him apples and oranges and feed him. He feed him and everything else. He tell his boyfriend to jump. He said, hi. He jumped real high. He told him to bark like a dog. He got a good man. I'm not saying he don't have a good man. They've been in a relationship for about 4 or 5 years. So that's like 60 years in gay, you know, and being in a gay relationship for 4 years is like almost like 60 years. All right. Okay. Anyway, let's all right, let's go. Okay. So he asked Storm about the daytime tea time Jay, that you should apologize to Daytime Tea. He said, yeah, I should apologize to Daytime Tea Time, because I think he was roasting Daytime Tea Time, her shoes and all that. And I even roasted Daytime Tea Time when she took a picture with Erica Banks, and she's supposed to be a Christian woman, and she's a married Christian woman, and then her booty cheek was on Erica Banks' booty cheek. And I'm like, how is this Christian? And this married Christian woman got her booty cheeks out. Listen to me. On Erica Banks' booty cheeks, like the booty cheeks. I think she was in a bikini or a bathing suit. And then she spent the night at a man's hotel room that wasn't her husband. And so I brought it up, and I don't mind it because that's their business. But my thing is this: once it become public, we're gonna have to talk about it. Once it become public, we definitely gonna have to have a conversation about it. So when it came out, I was like, Booty Chico, Booty. She was right there. I'm like, is this daytime? Is this the Christian? And I'm like, I don't know if I can spend a night with a man or a woman that's not my husband or wife. Like, really? Your husband allowed that? Child, I'm mind my business. And y'all's too. Let me go ahead to the here. And then they said Storm Monroe have a degree. And many people don't know this. He graduated. I think he have his bachelor's degree. Storm is very educated. And I remember when Storm told me that he liked to do other things other than talking about celebrity gossip. And Armon asked him, like, would you would have baked the cake if you were to make $100,000 or $150,000? He said no. Would you do celebrity gossip for free? He said no, not like this. I wouldn't do it for free, and that's a good thing. Me personally, I would do it for free if do content, because I've done it for free for years. So I would do it for free, just to get up here and talk to y'all, to an audience, and do it free, because I have done it for free for a long time. Before I made a dime on YouTube, I did it for free. I didn't make a dime. I think we made one check on Blog Talk Radio. How much was that check? I think that check was like $75. That was like one check, my first and only check that I got on Blog Talk Radio, which was about $75. So yeah, I would do this for free because I love what I do. I love entertaining people. No, he have his master's degree. I'm sorry, he have his my bad. He have his master's degree. Did I say bachelor's? I'm working on my bachelor's, but he have his master's degree. Oh, let me get it right. He have his master's degree. He used to work with child protective services and stuff like. He have his master's. Did I get it right? He have his master's degree, so he's very smart. He's a good guy. He have his master's. Let me get it right, because people get bougie when you say bachelor's. When they get, no, I have my master's. Okay, all right, yes, all right. Let me get it right. Okay, so. How did you feel about it was a question that a viewer left, or Armon Wiggins left him a super chat. And they asked, how did you feel about the Jaguar Wright interview? And he said, I didn't feel no way about it. I think that it was great that he had to do about it, because she was dragging Alicia Keys. And so I think that is. So they talked about it. So overall, I give this interview a solid 8. Because I wish that Storm would have asked Armon would get some more questions. But overall, it was a good interview. It would have been a 10 if Tasha K would have hit the link and would have came up there. I would have gave it a 10, but I give it a solid 8. I was very entertained. I didn't go to sleep. I was listening to it. They kept the conversation flowing. I'm glad they did not bring callers, and let me tell you why. The reason why I'm glad they did not bring callers, because callers are messy. You will get one mistake that I made when making up with Armon Wiggins that time. I allow callers, so I knew our relationship it just wouldn't work, because my platform, they love talking about Armon Wiggins, and I couldn't stop it, and I can't stop it. I don't understand that. Armon Wiggins, I don't really like him. He don't like black women. The way that he talk about black women, I ain't nowhere to wear. I don't care if you did made up with her. I can't stand that slew foot, crispy black knees. I don't like how he talk about us black women. So I just knew that one. I just knew that wasn't gonna work, because a big strong of my fan base are ex Armon Wiggins subscribers. I'm not dumb. I know this. I have some of my courses, but I have a lot of people that got blocked. They come right over here to the Wiley Show because we welcome y'all. Hey, and I have former moderators. They used to moderate over on my Wiggins channel. They over here and they support us. Hey. And so when we tried to make up, I wish that we would have done it privately and just had to say, listen, let me just drag you publicly and all that. And I'm still cool with Armon. Still technically cool with it. I can call him anytime. But because I knew my audience wasn't here for us having a peace summit. They ain't gonna let that happen. They're gonna call in, they're gonna trash it, and his audience is not gonna have it. I've always said this is like the side chick show. This really, really is. Some of y'all don't even subscribe because y'all think y'all husband gonna think y'all let me stop. But I do believe some of y'all look at the side chick show, but to me, it's the main show. I'm the main one. We thank y'all for coming over here watching us. YouTube are shady. They will let you know who your viewers are watching. And my content creators know YouTube will let you know what your viewers watch this channel. Like if you watching, like it will let you know what your viewers are watching. And y'all watch a lot of these messy YouTubers. I ain't mad at you because I'm watching them too. Only difference is I'm not dropping out of the bush because I'm 9 out of 10 chance I'm blocked. And I'm damn sure not gonna jump in the bushes so I can get dragged. I do that when I'm really, really bored. I'll drop out of the bushes and troll, but I haven't been that bored in a long time. All right, give me a second. I'm opening up the phone lines because I'm gonna let you all call in. And then he brought it up with the rape allegation about Von Ray. He brought it up. And so Storm said, that's what Tasha K said, like a threat. If you don't do this, this can mess up you because you have a lot of female followers. I'm like, wow. And I sent Von Ray another text. I said, is you gonna respond to this? I let Tasha K know. I was like, oh, they bringing it up again. Is you gonna respond to this? I'm messy. I'm gonna bring it up.
Your
Why
show
not?
now. Press 1 to hear.
Your show is scheduled to start in 36 seconds.
I'm messy, so of course I'm gonna bring it up and stuff like that. Now they said other YouTubers it said they agreed that it happened. I was like, I don't know nothing about that. You have to see me on timestamp.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, the phone lines is open up. The number is 646-716-8447. This is the time for you to call in. We will also drop the StreamYard link if anybody wants to hit the StreamYard link. You can do both. So we have both. We have the call-in number. We also have StreamYard. Whichever one you feel comfortable of doing, you are more than welcome to do it, okay? Not the side chick show. I'm just telling y'all. Okay, all right, let's get to these callers. 2494 calling on air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
You being extra today. I like it. You have a sense of humor today, so I'm loving that.
Yes.
One thing I want to say is the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And that's what Storm and Armon are doing. And what I don't understand is Armon said a whole lot of ugly things, about Storm. And Storm can go on his platform and, talk to him or whatever about Tasha K. But the person that basically gave you a job, gave you a career, you have no sense of loyalty to her. He could be mad at Tasha. They could go their separate ways. But I just think someone that helped me, that really helped me, and he sounded like he really did need the help, just seemed like he would have a little respect for them. And you could acknowledge that when nobody else helped me, this woman, she did help me. Also, I didn't watch the interview with him and Storm. I'll watch it later. But just listening to you said Armon sounded like he was very bitter. When I came on your platform yesterday after watching Armon's show, I told you Armon sounded like he was angry and he was bitter. When he starts talking about Tasha, it's almost like he goes in a trance and he just saying how he feels inside about her. She just seems like he hates her so much, but he really loves her. He's really a fan. He really doesn't hate her. And I want to know if you know what did Tasha really do to him? Because I never heard anything that she did to him other than not choose him to mentor.
I think
And so
it's that, and I think that also the Dr. Sabi, I think he's holding on to that, and I think he needs to get over that. And the thing was, Storm, that let's play devil's advocate. How long do you should be loyal to a person if you break up the relationship and y'all are beefing? If somebody were to bring up your mother and all of that, you should just remain silent in it. I'm trying to understand what Storm should go. Like once you make fun of my mom and say that you did this for my mom and that my mom was too trifling to do it for herself and bringing my mom up, what should Storm do in that instance? Ignore it and be like, oh no, Tasha, you gave me the roast of YouTube, so you can talk about my mama. Is that what you're saying?
no, that's not what I'm saying. He should, have the ability to say what he wants to say. He has a platform that she gave him. Okay, let's be clear about that. He can say what he want to say, but all of this just keep going on. To me, that doesn't make sense. It sounds like he's angry. Now, it sounds like to me, this just on the outside looking in, it sounds like he was in a bad place in his life. He met Tasha K. Tasha K changed his life for the better, okay? And this happens not just with Storm, it happens to a lot of people, especially men. Once you get in a better situation, then the person that helped you, you don't need them anymore. So I think he got the big head. He thought he didn't need her anymore. So, he didn't care about burning the bridge. So he went out on his own. But now I think he's bitter, because the reason I think he's bitter, because the grass is not greener on the other side. He thought that he was going to be able to keep doing this and sustain it at the level it was when Tasha K was mentoring him. And now he's had a rude awakening that he can't do that. It is clear he can't. And that's how I know that he wouldn't have been able to do it on his own. The only reason he's to the level that he is now is because this woman took it upon herself to pull this man up and try to help him. And at the very least, I think he should give her a little grace. He doesn't have to keep talking about her. He has the right to, speak his truth. But you don't have to keep on, because at the end of the day, not only did she help you, she helped your mother too. So basically, she helped both of you guys. And let me tell you this one last point. I think that Storm is a user. And the reason I say that, because now what he's doing, he can't be successful at going against Tasha and talking about her on his own. So now what he's doing, he's going from platform to platform, talking about her. He's getting other people to get in on the drag with him instead of dealing with it, the two of them. He needs help because he's not really a man. He's not really a man. A man could have did this on his own, but he couldn't do it, and he still can't sustain it. And then he has to go with Armon. Like I said, you know how Armon Wiggins drug him. But you can have enough grace and I don't know if respect or forgiveness for Armon to want to apologize for Armon when this man did nothing for you, when this woman did a lot for you and y'all just fell out. So that doesn't make sense to me. And Wiley, I hope that you don't put yourself in that and allow yourself to be used as a pawn by Storm, because I really think that's what he's doing now.
No, for me, I'm more so looking at for Storm, and I'm hearing your point that Tasha Tarnaro's correct, but I also can't downplay his work ethic, because let's put this in perspective. What if Tasha K showed him the ropes and he didn't be consistent? He would have not be at 200,000 subscribers. What if he would have been showed the ropes and he only went live once every 8 months? He wouldn't have been at 200,000 subscribers. He got there because he put the work, thanks to the help of Tasha K, and plus with his work ethic, that got him at the 200,000 level. What if he was lazy and then reach out to Jaguar Wright? He would have never got the Jaguar Wright interview. So a lot of it, he put his interest, he put his spin on it with his work ethic. And of course, Tasha K helped him as well. I think it's a disservice to say Tasha K gave him 200,000 subscribers. That's incorrect. She didn't. He put the work in and he bid. No, I'm just saying in a general sense for anybody that's thinking that, I'm gonna let you know he put a lot of work in himself as well.
And I won't discredit the work that he put in, but we have to start at the beginning. If nobody ever gives you the platform to put you in a position to get on, then you can't. It doesn't matter whether you have the work ethic or not, because you would never be on. She put him in a position where he could thrive, and he should continue to thrive. And you know, as a Black person, I want him to continue to thrive. It's just that the way he's going about it, he could have broke up with Tasha, their business relationship. He should have done it the right way. The way he did it was just, to me, it was just wrong the way he did this whole thing. And it didn't have to be this way. And now he's going from platform to platform, talking about, you know, getting other people in. He's talking about her, and then he's going to another platform, and he's like getting all these people to talk. And I think that's what he wants to get with you, because I've seen him on your channel before. But he'll be on your show next, trying to get you to talk about Tasha, so he can come on there, and then y'all can get a show going, and then he'll have you bashing Tasha, because I noticed that you had a better relationship with Tasha. It seems to me, I could be wrong, and now I sense that there's a difference there with how you even feel about Tasha. And if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
No, it's no difference. Like, my relationship with Tasha is the same as it always been. I'm doing my channel. I'm growing my channel. I'm talking to my subscribers. It's not a difference. Tasha K called me this morning, so it's nothing wrong with the relationship on my end, because I don't have. It's nothing against it. I'm still the same Wiley like I was when I first met Tasha and how she met me. I'm doing content. So the relationship nothing have changed, because I'm always doing what I have always been doing, and that is doing content and entertaining people on a daily basis. I think a lot of people was mad because I said
correct. Then I stand correct.
Yeah, I just want to put that on there. I don't like Tasha can call me and I can call her. We good.
I know, but you know what I mean when I say, you know how you can be friends with someone, and then you have a person that you're friends with that's not friends with that other person, and then when you guys get together, it's like that other person starts trying to create a conversation to try to draw you into talking about her too. And so that's what, you know, I was pretty much asking about. I hope you don't buy into that, because I think what Storm is doing, this is an actual plan that he has in motion. Because I don't know this to be true or not, but what I'm hearing is that his channel is not growing. And so if his channel is not growing, then that means he has to do something, as he should, to try to grow his channel. But and I think he's going about that in a sneaky way by going to these other different platforms instead of trying to develop a niche himself so he can grow his channel. Because what's really being revealed now is that the real actual talent, although he did put in the hard work and the dedication, but what's being revealed to me seems like he doesn't have the talent that I think you have.
But that's I agree with you. I hear what you're saying, and I disagree, because you may not like Storm, but other people might like Storm. That's the same thing with Kevin Hart. Like, people say, "Oh, Kevin Hart not funny." He may not be funny to you, but to the hundreds of thousands of people that sell out his arenas for his shows, think he's funny.
Yeah, because I'm not saying he doesn't have any talent, because he doesn't. It doesn't appeal to me. He never. I knew from the very beginning when she brought him on that he was going to be problematic and he wasn't going to stay there.
All right.
I'm a very good judge of character, and I knew that right away. But what I'm saying is he's not progressing. He still has, a lot of the support that he had before, but he's not progressing to, advance further than that. And I think it's because Tasha was there mentoring him, and she was giving him ideas and things like that. And so he was able to really thrive. Sometimes people need somebody to have their back and push them. You know what I'm saying? They
Okay.
say behind every great man is a great woman. That's what
Okay.
I'm pretty much saying.
All right.
And I think that now that he doesn't have that anymore,
Okay.
I think that's why his channel is not progressive.
All right. But we thank you so very much for
Thank
calling
you for
in.
taking my call.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
All right. We got a lot of callers today, so I'm gonna try to keep it cute because it's a full show today. All right. Next caller 2074.
Hello, good afternoon, Wiley.
Hi.
Usually when I am in line waiting and somebody stays so long, I lose my mind. But this previous caller, everything she said, she is bang on target. She is absolutely right. Storm is a traitor, and I am so happy that Tasha K will refuse to reconcile with him. That's why he big mad. He has been trying to get Tasha K's attention for a while, shading her. She's been ignoring him on her app, doing her thing, okay? He put this out knowing that it would leak. He knew it would leak. For the record, Storm the Angel started this one, Everybody likes to blame Tasha K. For the record, Stormisha started this. Wiley also, I see he ran from Armon this afternoon talking about he has a 5 o'clock appointment. So what he's doing in your chat now, shouldn't he be busy? He ran from Armon because he was uncomfortable. He looked cringy up there, like a chump. Tom, do you really think that Armon respects you? He does not respect you. He does not respect you. He meant what he said last night when he called you a coward. Storm, no amount of ganging up against Tasha K will make her fail. Because like Armon said just last night, she's built for this. You must realize that Armon idolizes Tasha K. That's why he's obsessed with her. If Tasha K call Armon or Larry Reid or even Wiley today and say, you know what? I got the Holy Spirit in me. I want to reconcile with Armon. Armon will fly down to Atlanta. Storm. In the words of Tasha K, you are not made for this. I knew of Storm channel before Tasha K, and the previous caller is right. If Tasha K, the GOAT who runs this thing on YouTube, did not put Storm on, he would not have gotten all these subscribers. Facts. Wiley, you know you have the it factor. Armon has the it factor. Even Sean David, that I cannot stand, has the it factor. Storm does not have it. Okay.
But that's sure.
So
I disagree. He's just not for you. He's very funny. He's very entertaining. It's just not for you, caller. But not. It's his time. You can't be at 200,000 subscribers and not have no part of entertainment. Like, come on now.
Okay, Wiley, you know what you just said? Wiley, remember you always say his work ethic. Fine. But he's boring. He doesn't have the it factor. Look at Armon and Storm. Without Tasha K, Armon would have his numbers. Without Tasha K, Storm would not have those numbers. Fact. I don't care what any of you say. Oh, the Jaguar, right? People only watch the Jaguar, right? Because Tasha K put him on. Period. And you all like to bash Tasha K. Listen, am I Tasha K is the shit? No, I'm not that. I used to bash Tasha K. But the more you all hate her, the more I like her. Because she's a boss. She feeds the streets. Period. No matter what you all say, all of her haters wait on her. Now that she's behind the scenes on her app, Wiley, a lot of her haters are shook. Who are they going to have for content? They need her. Do you understand?
Yes,
so,
I hear you.
I think Tasha K is laughing tonight. Because Storm looked uncomfortable up there. He did.
Maybe
Period.
I think more
it is
so.
what it is.
This is like a first thing, and he could probably be nervous. You know, you're on a platform. You don't know if it's gonna go left. You don't know if it's gonna go right. But you have a right to your opinion. Just like a lady here left a super chat, and she said, Cora said, I could tell Armon was not believing Storm Live's preach caller. So you have a supporter that said
Thank
to you
you.
to
Thank
preach
you
caller.
to that super chatter. That super chatter is wise. I mean, I'm on, listen to me. And that's my last one. Armon loves Tasha K. So all these people get in there. So if you look at Armon over the years, Armon loves Tasha K. That's why last night he had no choice but to come say he's Team Tasha because he likes what Tasha K is doing. That's why he wanted her to be his mentor. He likes how strong she is. He likes that she runs this. It is what it is. Some in a couple of months, the only thing I think Tasha K did wrong, she should not even have responded because he's wanted her attention for a while. She should have just ignored him. But he's apologizing now to people. Pathetic. And I'm not falling for the innocent act. He used her. Thank you, Wiley, and have a nice day.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. We have so many people that are here. We're letting the people talk. I don't care if the show is 12 hours. We're going to make sure everybody get their point across. All right. 4636, you're live on air.
Hey, Raleigh.
Hey.
It's B. Johnson, 36. And I did watch the interview, and I don't believe nothing Storm was saying. Like, I just don't believe him. I do feel like he has a right to go back and forth with Tasha and her assistant / employee. But I think because they did talk about his mother. But I do not believe anything that he was saying because when he was asked if why didn't you tell him that this was what they was planning, he like, well, I was under contract. But when he asked the terms of the contract, it was nothing that they would do to him legally if he would have told them that they're planning on accusing you of the R word. That's something that you don't play with. And I just think that, you know, that hurts his credibility, and everything else that came out his mouth is like blah, blah to me. Because if that's your friend, if I have a friend and I know somebody is getting ready to plan to defame their character and you could get locked up for that, I'm going to tell my friend that this is what they're plotting against you. Why wouldn't you do that? So nothing he says to me is, you know, it doesn't take away that he is talented. But like I said, I'm not Team Storm or Team Tasha K. I'm Team Wiley all day. And I just don't believe anything that he said.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you so very much. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Let's go to the phone line. 9542. You live on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I'm calling in because, okay, first of all, Storm looked super weak on that show. I don't know what his intentions was to go on there. You already apologized to Armon, I think, like twice before you went on the show. Then you get on the show, you're apologizing again. Like, would you that hard up for friends? I don't really get it. You know, and then he, like the lady said, he didn't look secure on the show. Now, I can understand a little bit, like, if he felt like, okay, I don't know if this interview is going to go left or right. But as a man, you went in there as a quote-unquote man to stand on what you stood on and to, you know, approach him to your face. First of all, you went on his platform to do it, which if they were cool, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But it really makes you look the B word made when you with the way he did it. It just looked so weak. And you could tell Armon, he was the alpha in that whole situation. And to me, it's like, okay, you call yourself a straight man, you call yourself, you know, you're out here in the streets, you're doing what you quote unquote think men do. But then when it comes to making man moves, you never move to me like a real man. You always move like you're just, you need to be under somebody. You had to be under Tasha. Now you got to get under her enemies. It's like stand on your own too. And then when you did that, when he made the allegation in his video, I don't know if that allegation is true or not. I really don't. And I'm the one that said, if it is true that she made the allegation, not that Von Ray did it, but if she made the allegation, that would be something to make me unsubscribe from somebody like that, because we're going through real life stuff out here in the street as Black people. So to accuse, like I said before, an innocent person of even wanting to accuse somebody of that, to me, is egregious. That just crosses my personal line. That's number one. Number two, I don't care if Tasha K lost the Cardi B case and it was proven in court that, what she did with the Cardi B case was wrong. In my understanding, I thought she lost the case because Cardi B proved that she wasn't infected. So with that proof right there, there's no way Tasha could win the case. It wasn't like she won the case and they said, oh, you told stories on her from the beginning to the end. That's not why she lost the case. She lost the case because what she said about her was proven not to be true. And it was something provable, not, she accused my friend of this. And let me tell you something else that makes Storm look weak. And that's the fact that you was in the house with this man, you called him your friend, you buddied up to him, you was all in his relationship. And then on the back end, you got somebody wanting to accuse him of something that would ruin his life. And the best you could do is say, oh, I'm not in it. I'm not in it. Come on now. I mean, he just looks weak. I don't care. At this point, I don't even care if she said it anymore, because you're not even a good representation of what you're trying to come across as, which is a wrong person, which is a victim. And you're not a victim. You played in this. That's why Armon read you for filth in the beginning. And now you're trying to act like, oh, Armon, I didn't want to do it. No, Armon did not care. He read you from the top to the bottom. And it's so legendary that it's still on people's minds today. I have not watched that video in years, and I could quote certain parts of it. So to me personally, it didn't make him look like a bigger person by going on this platform. It made him look weak. Armon looked like the G, standing up there like, see, I told y'all, see. Storm is even here saying it. See. You understand? And then on top of that, I don't care if Storm told Armon, no, she didn't take the Dr. Sabi interview from you. That's not going to change Armon's mind, because he's in too deep right now. For him to do a 360 and say, oh, I was wrong about her all this time. She really didn't say that. He's never going to do that, because he already dug his hole. And crabs love being in the barrel and dragging other people down with him. So if Storm is somebody he's going to bring with him, then Storm, he don't even have to bring Storm. Storm is voluntarily jumping in the barrel, because he doesn't know how to stand on his own too. And that's how I see him. So thanks, Wiley. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so very much for calling in. Someone left a super chat. Milo said this, quote, I lost so much respect for Storm. Teaming up with Armon is the weakest move ever. Now I understand why he doesn't have friends. Storm have friends. I don't believe it was weak. I mean, you apologize, you on the platform, and y'all have dialogue. I don't think that's a weak move. I think that's a boss move. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hi, good afternoon, Wiley.
Yes.
We could agree or we could disagree. I think Storm looked weak. I watched the interview from the beginning. You could see even when Armon started to interview Storm, Storm looked very uncomfortable. And the thing about Armon is very smart. He started to ask Storm certain questions, he started to, say certain things in different moves for Storm to kind of open up. If you look at it in the beginning, Storm wasn't really opening up. And Armon started to ask him questions, laughing. The way Armon looked interviewing Storm, Armon looked at Storm very weak, like he could see. Everything he said about him late last night, about 12 o'clock, he believed exactly who Storm is. Storm couldn't stand in his truth. Regardless, Storm apologized. Storm should have never gone on Armon's show today. He already said he's sorry, he's done. What were you telling me about we having a conversation? You could do that next week. You could do it 2 weeks from now. He looked very weak. He looked so bad. If they think today to do anything to Tasha K, they didn't do anything to that lady. He looked weak. Believe me, Armon and Tasha K is going to be friends. They are going to make up. So with all this plotting back and forth and everybody getting themselves involved and picking a bone and picking a side, they are going to team up. And he looked very, very sad. He should have never done that. He should have never even said anything. He even said stuff like, about the lady, said something about Vaughn. I just think Storm putting all these stuff there because he's hurt. It could be truth. It don't have to be truth. Now it could be like, okay, Tasha, can't say bad things about my mother and mattress. You know what? Let me put out some things about she. Let me start lying. Regardless if you was in a contract with her and you had certain things signed and certain things you couldn't say. You shouldn't have to tell a man that. It's like you tell everything to him, and that is what he feed off of. That was his energy today. Look at that stupid fool come on my show and say everything that I wanted to know. So Storm, you're weak. You're weak. You really can't stand on your own. And at the end of the day, believe me, that's why he don't have no friend. Yes, I like Tasha K. I don't watch a man like that. But today, a man did his job. He did what he was supposed to do. He makes Storm look weak and makes Storm look stupid. A man don't want to be friend with Storm. Storm is not the type of person a man want to line with and hang out with and drink a cup of coffee with alcohol with. There's no way a man want to be seen with Storm. So Storm, even if you're in the chat and listening today, you look weak. That's why Tasha K had to drop your ass. Good afternoon, Wiley.
Oh my gosh. Why is y'all dragging like? See, that's why Armon should open up the phone line. These people are wow. 2027.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Hi. Okay, so I'm one of the ones that's not gonna drag Storm. I truly feel that what Storm did today was being the bigger person. To me, I don't feel like it made him look weak. I feel like he was closing chapters and he's trying to move on, because if anybody really watch him, he's already made it clear he's trying to do bigger and better things. And if you started beefing with everybody on the YouTube street, it don't look good, number one. Number two, they keep saying how he's always discussing Tasha. I watch Storm all the time. I rarely hear Storm say anything about her or her assistant. I mean, even when the whole house situation was going on and everybody was calling in and was wanting to ask him about it, he kept going around about it in a roundabout way, never wanting to say, oh, well, yeah, she moved. When everybody else was saying, oh, yeah, she had to move, he just kept saying, I don't know anything about that. And, he never said anything about her. And even when the mom situation came along, and this, that, and other, to me, I think he's been the bigger person and kind of ignoring all of the shade that was being thrown at him. And I guess at a certain time, you get tired of that. I mean, you get tired of getting beat up on the internet, and everybody just keeps saying they think he's lying, but how can you tell somebody they're lying about their truth, but yet and still, regardless of how it looked as far as Tasha K in the case, she lost. So we know what kind of things that she can tend to say and do to twist the story, however. So, but why doubt Storm? Because she has a bigger platform. And I also feel as though, yeah, you're right. You're supposed to show loyalty to people that has helped you. But when it crosses the line that you dragging this man's mother into it, somebody we don't even know what this lady looked like because she's never been on YouTube, let alone she's not a part of this. Why bring her family into the? Why bring his mom into this and what you've done? Because I truly feel when you do something for someone, it shouldn't have to be mentioned or talked about if it's coming from the heart. So I don't know what nobody expected for him to do. Just don't respond. Yeah, just drag my mom through the dirt and I don't say anything at all. So I just feel like everybody that's saying that he look weak, I just feel like they just like the drama and just would love for the drama to continue, just to be able to have something to watch and talk about. So I'm not team nobody, but to me, I just truly feel like, he's had enough, really. But that's all, Wiley. Love your show.
Love you. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. Thank you, caller. What else to the next caller? Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, so I got to watch the interview a little late. I came in late, but I was just gagging that he actually went on to Armon Wiggins' show. Like other previous callers have mentioned, up to last night, early this morning, Armon Wiggins dragged Storm Monroe. So why go on his platform? I'm a little confused. Why are you feeding Armon Wiggins? Because obviously he's getting the clicks and the views. I was gagging, still making fun of your sexuality, even like up to last night. I was just shocked. And then you're sitting down having a conversation with him just to spike Tasha K. Come on, bro, you can't do that. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like, because it's just the stuff that he's doing is just to spite Tasha K. You're apologizing to Jason Lee, blah, blah, blah. Who cares about Jason Lee? We don't care. Now you're apologizing to Armon Wiggins. If you felt that way, you should have been did that. Why wait now? Why wait now? And why bring up that allegation about Vaughn now? We, the people, want to know why now. And then on Armon Wiggins' show, you mentioned that you were you were drunk and you spent the night. God forbid allegations come up from that. Why would you even say that? This is just crazy, but I'm going back in the bushes, man. I love you. Keep us entertained. Keep those super chats coming, y'all. Thank you, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. Okay. All right. We're going to go to the next caller. 2788. Hello?
Hey, Wiley.
Yes. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, this is the first time I've called your set, so glad to be here. And this whole situation with Tasha and Storm, I hate it. I love them both, as well as I love you. The whole situation, I can't stand it. I don't like Chelsea, so let's start there. I do believe that the breakdown between Tasha and Storm started before, what was that, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whenever that was. I think it started before that. I don't like people. I really hate that everybody is dragging Storm. I really do. I hate that everybody's dragging Storm because when people say Tasha did this and she gave him this and she gave him that, that's not necessarily true. Tasha fulfilled a contractual obligation as far as the equipment that he was given and things of that nature. I mean, as far as him going on Armon Wiggins show, I didn't see it. I didn't watch it. I clicked on it for a minute and I was like, what is this? But Armon will hijack a situation just like he hijacked the Bikini Bottom panel. Let's keep it real. He's going to hijack a situation and use it for his benefit. He's going to use it for his benefit. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I think the one person that was wronged in this whole Chelsea, Von Ray, Tasha K thing, that I feel that Storm was wronged in this. Everybody keeps referencing the Jaguar Wright interview. Storm is a conspiracy theorist. He's going to believe going to have that conversation with her because she was given information about the industry. Tasha doing the follow-up interview with Jaguar Wright because they were on two different sides of the spectrum. And it went back to the Lovely T situation. And I think Tasha was a little shy of, okay, I don't want to go with the Jaguar Wright. I don't even want to talk to her because I don't want it to be like the same situation as Lovely T. And I think it brought that back to her because the whole thing with Lovely T, I understood what Tasha was trying to do, where she said they were going to break the internet. It was all business. This is all entertainment. And I think a lot of times people put too much of their feelings into it. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. And it's almost like, it's crazy because it's making me think of like the B sector again. It's just making me get back to that. It's making me think of the B sector. But I hated that everyone is just ganging up on Storm. And I don't like it. She did help him. And it's just like the previous caller stated, if you're a mentee under someone, or if you have a contract under someone, how long are you supposed to be loyal to them? You can have loyalty. You can have loyalty to somebody and not like something that they did, said, and speak on it. Like, if you can't speak on it, how much of a friendship or respect in kinship or respect for my work did you really have if I can't be honest about how I feel about a situation?
All right. I hear you right there. Thank you so very much for calling in.
You're welcome. You're welcome,
Okay.
Wiley. Have a good night.
So I thank you. So I want to respond to Armon Wiggins. He said this platform hate anything that Armon Wiggins. Listen, I personally don't hate you, but I can't speak for the callers. If you allow my name to be on your platform, then people would be dragging me. Anytime that I go on your platform, people drag me on the platform. So I'm not understanding that at all. And if you think this platform hate Armon Wiggins, you don't have to listen. Like, that don't make sense to me. If you think this platform hates the Armon Wiggins show, why listen? That don't make any sense to me. That's just like back in the day, if they say whites only, or let me do this. If they say whites only, I'm not gonna get mad when I can't get served. I'm gonna go where I'm gonna be appreciated when I'm gonna get served. But they're gonna serve my people. Like, I'm not understanding that. Like, people are going to have a right. They're going to give their opinion. I have no control over when people give their opinion and what they have to say. I don't have any control of what they say. They have their opinion. They're going to give their opinion. It is what it is. But don't think that y'all was going to have this kumbaya and the public was just going to just bend over and just like, oh my gosh, it was such a great interview. They did great. No, people are going to be critical of it. Let me open up to, I got the phone lines open up. Let me go. In Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley. I just wanted to share something that I remembered. You know how last night Storm shared the potential setup, the possible setup for the R word with Monroe? He also brought up that they were going to say that Monroe hit Chelsea's head between the washer and dryer. Mm-hmm. Well, back when you guys were having those back-to-back lives back in December, Chelsea also said that in your chat. And I remember somebody in the chat was holding her to it. They kept asking her about it over and over. And after she said it, that she said that he banged her head against the dryer, I believe. And somebody in the chat kept asking her about it over and over to give more details. And she stopped answering those questions. So if they were trying to set Von Ray up back then, there's definitely some of that in writing, some of that evidence in writing in your chat. But I did notice after that, there was never any more mention about it, not on any of Chelsea's lives or any panel she participated in. There was no more talk about that, almost as if, I'm not alleging she wanted to backtrack and say, let's drop that story. But what I'm saying is she tried to bring that story to the forefront that day, and it was in your chat. And you might have even highlighted her comment also. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that up. And I also think that you don't hate Armon Wiggins.
No.
He will block, not at all. He will block anybody that praises you out of his chat and stuff like that. You don't do that at all. You welcome all feedback about him, good, bad, it doesn't matter. And you've said many, many, many times, especially after you guys apologized to each other, or, you know, you had a couple of lives trying to talk it out. You've said it many, many times that you are proud of his growth, and you've always known that that he was going to go far with his career, and that you've always appreciated him for what he did for you at the beginning when you guys were especially when you were going through your problems, and he was really there for you, and you'll never forget that. You've said that many a time, so I don't know why Armon has such a hard problem letting that go. Hopefully he does, because it's haunting him. Like, there's nothing wrong with your platform and him. You're gonna have people that like him and some people that don't. This is a neutral channel. Same with Tasha and Storm. You have Tasha lovers and Storm lovers.
Yes, thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. You know, I'm here for it. I'm like, stop with the cap. Like, come on now. You know, if they post and say the Wiley don't, I get blocked in the comments. I don't even go in the chat. And people can't even type my name. Like, come on. We don't even have Armon Wiggins blocked over here. We welcome it because I'm not petty to block. Why? Like, what's the deal? Like, what's going on? To sit here and listen. And he probably listened with his boyfriend. His boyfriend probably watching right now. His boyfriend probably typed that. I guarantee you his boyfriend probably typed that. Anyway, let me move on. 9614, you live on the Wiley Show. 9614. Hello. Hello. Okay. 9614. I'm going to go to the next caller. Hello. 9614. Are you eating cereal? Okay. 4925.
Hello. Hey, Wiley. How are you?
Doing good.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. I just wanted to pop in here right quick and just say that, in my opinion, I think that where Storm went wrong is if they were planning to do whatever they were going to do to Von Ray, if he didn't mention it when it happened, then I feel like he should have just left it alone. That should have been something that could have just stayed behind the scenes because you didn't speak up for him then. So don't do it now that conveniently you and Tasha and all you guys are having it out. Like, that should just remain behind the scenes. We didn't need to know that. Also, too, Armon had pointed out something in his live that he did about Storm, not the interview, but the one prior. And he pointed out, that Storm basically came from an area where he was kind of sheltered, I guess, growing up or whatever. And I think that Storm just got caught up in a situation where everybody knows who they are. Tasha knows what type of person she is. Armon knows what type of person he is, and so on and so forth. But Storm is the one that really hasn't got a good grip on who he is as a person. So now that he's going through this situation, I think this is going to tell him a lot about himself and the people that he chooses to keep, near to him. I kind of wish he would have just took the Lovely T way out and just said he had a nervous breakdown due to spirits or whatever, and kind of just bowed out that way and left everything alone. But this now throwing people under the bus after the fact, it's not a good look, especially when your silence makes you kind of complicit in the situation. Because if you knew Von didn't do that from the beginning, that should have been something that you spoke up on right then and there. But you didn't. You let it go on. And now on the back end, because you're having issues, you want to bring it up. That's the only thing that I really think, that Storm is doing wrong in the situation. Other than that, if it's his truth, he's going to speak his truth.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much.
All right. You have a good one, Wiley.
Okay. Now, I just definitely want to address this call. I don't understand why Armon Wiggins in the chat. Like, I'm not understanding because we didn't send him no text. We didn't send him no email. We didn't send it to him. But he said this: I will never call in or do a sit down with Wiley. The difference with Storm is once we squash it, he won't get desperate in 2 weeks to start dragging me again. We will remain cool. If that's what it is, that's how you feel, then kudos to you and Storm. But again, I be able to do my content. You are mad because I disagree with some of your content. You can't get mad. You are a public figure. That don't make any sense. And if you think that I'm dragging you, why are you over here watching the show? That's what I'm not understanding. If this platform is a hater of you, if this platform doesn't like you, why are you over here commenting and watching? That don't make any sense. Go somewhere and shuffle them cards. Go try to read somebody about their future. Tell your boyfriend to chop you up some lemons. You're going to do that because you over here, you watching this show. I'm not understanding that. I don't have no hatred with you. I never had a problem with you. But we're going to do some content. If you do some some messed up stuff, we're gonna talk about it. And that's what we're gonna do over here in this channel. You can be talked about. You talk about people. You talk about Nicki Minaj. You drag Nicki Minaj. That's a black woman. You drag her because they give you clicks and views. I drag you because it gives me clicks and views. But if you big, bold enough, come on this platform, let's talk as men. Don't be no little scared little wimp and be in the comments. We allow you to be in the comments because I'm not intimidated by you. But if you want to have a conversation, hit the link. Be a man. You still whipping and crying over Dr. Sabi. And that interview happened over 30 years ago. Okay. Let's go. Let's go to the phone lines. Okay. 0861, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
Hi.
Awesome. I hope you're doing well, but I just wanted to say something real quick. By the way, I love you. You're getting through
Thank you.
work. I just love you. I've been watching you since you literally had, like, I think it was like 3K. So I'm just one of your silent supporters. Not silent, but chat. Anyway, that's not the point. What I wanted to say, Wiley, is that the lady who you previously were speaking with, she stated, like, I just don't agree how Storm didn't speak
Hold
up
on, ma'am. You
during
sound
that
kind of
time when they
muffled.
knew-
Do you have me on your headphones? Because we want to hear you clearly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Because I want to make sure we hear your point.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All
Is this
right.
better?
Yeah, that's much better. Much better.
Awesome. Yes, sir, about that. But I just wanted to comment on the previous lady who stated that she don't agree with Storm not speaking up during a time that they were, accusing that man of the allegations. But Storm clearly stated that he was under contract. So he could have not spoke up. Even if he wanted to speak up, he had to wait till his contract was up in order to say anything. So I just wanted to say that for the people who are saying, why are you speaking out? It makes you look bad. No, it doesn't make him look bad. It makes him look good to me because that shows he's a man, he's integrity, he's owning his shit. He's standing up saying, I'm sorry, I fucked up, I was just chasing money, which we all do. So I don't feel like we should be bashing him. And I think Armon is a legend. And I low-key feel like, you love Armon too, Wiley. I don't know why he's giving you a hard time. I really think Armon should come on
because
and talk.
He's mad at the viewers because he said the viewers request. This is just what I'm understanding. He said that the viewers request. This is the comment that he wrote. He said, "I'm not upset. Your viewers want you on my platform, and I'm simply telling them why it would never happen. You don't have to tell my viewers anything because I never request to be on your platform. Have I ever sent you a text to be on your platform? Have I sent you an email? Have I sent you anything to say I want to be on your platform? Have I ever request to be on your platform? The answer is no. You don't have to respond to the viewers. The viewers are going to give their opinion, but I never request to be on your platform. I'm not pressed to be on your platform because I can talk on my own platform.
But Wiley, and not all of your fans hate Armon.
That's true. They watch Armon. They don't hate him. They watch. Right. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry,
he's
Carla.
Literally an upcoming legend. No, he's an upcoming legend, or if he's not already a legend. In my eyes, of course, we all have our own different opinions, right? But I definitely think he should come on your platform and you guys have to sit down like you did with Storm Monroe, because it made Storm Monroe look like he's a man and he's standing up on his own 2 feet and saying, I did wrong. I couldn't speak up because I was under contract. Anybody who knows about contracts, I work in a law firm. So I'm aware it's best for you to stay quiet if you are any type under contract, because that's stupid of you if you're going to go against your contract because of, whatever, because you want to do right for the people. No, it's you first, it's your money. You don't want to be like a Tasha K and end up owing $5 million. That don't make sense. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to kind of call in for that lady who was, saying that she didn't respect that about Storm. But I love you, Wiley. I'm going to go ahead and get down.
Love you too. Thank you so very much. Okay. Right. Thank you. Let's go to the next caller here. Okay. 9614. You live? Hello. 9614. Okay. 0235.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Listen, I just want to need to say this to Armon. Armon, the callers do not represent the views of the Wiley Show. Enough. Wiley likes you. We don't. That's it. Just get the picture already. But anyway, listen, I just think that it was a mistake, this whole interview with Armon and Storm, to be honest with you, because it's just given that, he just wants to team up against Armon to try to come for Tasha. That's what it's given. And it was just so unnecessary because you just dropped a huge bomb about the whole R word with Von Ray, and now he's just not sparing anyone. And I think that's the point. I think that people are realizing that he's just coming from a very petty place, and it was just unnecessary, this interview. I just don't understand it, because you're saying that Tasha said that if you didn't do this, you're gonna lose all your women subscribers. But he was already losing his women subscribers because Chelsea said it. You couldn't even get any payments off of your Pangea wash. So I just don't understand the point. I think he's lying, to be honest with you. And I just think that Storm, I just need Storm to drop it. I need Tasha to drop it, because no one is innocent in this. They both, blood has spilled from both sides on this. And I just think that they need to talk it out, and enough with this back and forth, and enough with this petty drama. Tasha, stop talking about Storm's mother, and Storm, stop bringing something that you don't have any receipts on, and stop trying to go to Tasha's enemies and try to bait her into responding. That's it. Just, you guys gotta talk it out, because this is getting to the point of ridiculousness. Like, honestly. And I just hope that they can resolve it before it's too late.
All
That's
right.
all I gotta say, Wiley.
Well, thank you so very much. So, of course, Armon Wiggins still in the chat. He said, great, I would never come on your platform. You want to give this impression that I'm upset that you do commentary on me, which is inaccurate. But why would I talk to you when all you do is troll? Armon, you are here responding to me on the show. Obviously, it is working. It is no different when you call OG a monkey, when you drag Nicki Minaj, you dragged her for filth. You troll her for clicks and views so the Barbs can give you extra subscribers. So it's not act like you don't do the same thing. You doing it on a higher level with more subscribers, but you still doing the same dirty deeds. Go somewhere, you and your man, go scramble up some cards and sell some crystals. Why are you over here watching the Wiley Show? You mad because the viewers are dragging that tired interview that you did with Storm Monroe, and they dragging it for filth, and you mad. Because what the viewers are saying, because you thought that y'all was going to get this, oh my gosh, congratulations, this big applause. No, it wasn't going to happen like that, because people going to feel how they feel. Everybody is not going to kiss your ass. That's not going to happen. Everybody's not going to bend down and kiss your ass. That's not going to happen. You're not going to always get praise. And I think that you're mad because the audience is not giving you praise with that interview with Storm Monroe. You acted like this was Oprah Winfrey and you sitting down and this is so grand. Like, no. Like, come on. It was cute for what it was, but it wasn't all that. And if y'all cool and cool collected, congratulations, happy birthday. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. Because when Storm was cool with Tasha, he didn't drag Tasha. When he broke up with Tasha, he dragged her. When you was cool with Tasha, you didn't drag Tasha. When you broke up with Tasha K, you dragged her. So let's not sit here and act like you holier than thou. Let's go to the phone lines. 2240, caller, you on the air.
Hi, Wiley. I see you're handling business in the chat.
I have to, because I'm like, what the world? Like, we just sit here talking, like, it's no different. We just sit here talking, and he's mad because people is not singing his praises for the interview.
I think he's just trying to get attention. Don't pay him any attention.
I'm here for it. I'm here to talk. We could be here all night. This is entertainment for me, because it ain't bothering me. He the one that said, your fans keep saying, why you not on my channel? You would never be. Don't never say never. You don't know that. You don't know where you're gonna be. People will eat like y'all remember that. Y'all hear that you never know. You keep saying never all you want. Child, go ahead, sis.
He's secretly a fan.
Yeah, he watch. You have to be because you sit here and you watch the show and you listen. He's mad because we have an audience and people are talking their mess. It's okay. If he would have, if Storm Monroe is smart, let me tell you why he's smart. What did Storm do? When Armon asked him, "Do you want me to open up the phone lines?" Storm said, maybe another day." Why do you think Storm didn't want to open up them phone lines? Because he knew that people would have dragged him on them phone lines. He's not dumb. He would have got dragged. Them black women would have said, "You weak. How would you do that? And you supposed to be with Tasha K and you never teamed up with Armon Wiggins. Soon as you broke up with Tasha K, now you want Armon Wiggins. You a weak man. I need a man with strength. I'm glad Tasha K is done with you because you ain't hitting no nothing." He was going to get them callers. That's why they cut it off. That's why he said, I got somewhere to go at 5 o'clock. I got somewhere. He ain't going nowhere, about to get him a good old dinner and go live. He didn't want them phone calls, though, because he knew the people was going to drag him in them phone calls. That's why he didn't want to say that for them phone calls. And he was smart, because I wouldn't want to say that either. I'm not sitting on no show for people can drag me on no phone. Hell no.
Yeah.
I
mean, I think it was a good interview. I think Armon did a great job as an interviewer. He asked him, he digged in, and I feel like Storm, he did look like he was uncomfortable, but I thought it was going to be an interview where he was just dragging Tasha K, and he didn't. He to me, I think he answered in some sense, honestly, or to the best that he could. I do agree with a couple of callers before who said that the timing, I think that it's just the timing was off. Like, I think he had already dropped, all of that. He should have just left it like that. And maybe, a couple of weeks or months down the line, he could have done an interview. I was surprised that he went on the Armon, show. I was thinking that he would have, came on your show or Larry's show, somebody who's a little bit more neutral, because it did look like him going on Armon's show is like now he's siding with Armon or he's getting with Tasha K's enemies. I think as far as I believe the allegations, I believe that it's true. I mean, look at Tasha's history, and I get it. Like, he was under an NDA, even if he did tell Vaughn at that time, he cannot publicly come out and say, yeah, I warned Vaughn or I told Vaughn. And I believe that he had to give Vaughn something because, like, Vaughn was totally, like, he didn't want anything to do with Chelsea or whatever. The employee. He didn't want anything to do with her. So it had to be something, for him to really just like, he cut it off. And one of the things I said, I just feel like, we look at Tasha's history, she threw Larry under the bus. I'm glad that LRL came on and cleared that up. I was eyeing Larry, but then I remember, he does give a lot to his platform in the community. So that's all I want to say. I believe Storm. I think that, if he did warn, Vaughn, he can't publicly come out and say, yeah, I did.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in. And then, yes, the LRL, I want to make sure Larry Reid supporter did call in the previous live. Like, listen, we told him to spend the rest of the money on equipment, and that's exactly what he did. And that caller definitely called. That's the last caller we took on the previous show. But thank you, sis, for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. Who else? Oh my gosh. Okay. 2984.
Hey Wally, how are you?
Doing good.
That's good. So I watched the interview with Storm and Armon, and I just want to say Armon is he's very heavily into the zodiac. He's a Gemini. And I'm a Gemini, and the only reason why I'm speaking on this is because, I look into the zodiacs and everything like that. One thing about Gemini that I will say, Armon, you're in the comments, we do not like to admit when we are wrong. And it was one-sided because Storm, he took accountability, and I'm like, okay, Armon, take accountability for some of the things that you said. Like when you were talking about the OG situation and some of the things about Nika Knight, and I like Armon. He's very entertaining. He's very talented. But I had said this one time, like, for example, I think he suffers from fat phobia. I really did, because it's like, why are you going to tell Nicki Minaj and that woman just had a baby, you're going to talk about, I think she needs to lose weight. Okay, but Cardi B not the same size she was when she first came in the entertainment industry. She's not. You look at her previous pictures when she was on Love and Hip Hop, and you look at her now, she is not the same size. So it's like it was a lot of one-sided, things that, with the whole, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and, whatever. But I'm like, Armon, you just don't want to admit that you're wrong. And I do agree with what you said, Wiley. It's like, you could tell Armon, I will say this, and I know this is about his character. I do believe that he's a very forgiving person. But like you said, Wiley, it's his ego. And I like when you're calm enough for him, because you don't allow your emotions. And I think he needs to learn that. That's why I said earlier, you're playing chess, and some of these YouTubers are playing checkers. You don't allow your emotions to get involved. You're very lighthearted, and you even though you may, be a little shady at times.
Right.
It's lighthearted shade. It's not vindictive. And Armon has been vindictive at times and has come off very nasty when he has given his commentary. So it's like, Armon, you are not innocent. Just like you said, Storm Monroe, if you was pointing that finger, because he loves to point that finger. Storm Monroe is not innocent. Okay, Armon, you are not innocent either. So it's like, just take some accountability as well, and then it's like the contradiction. First, Armon, you clearly said in a few of your videos you don't like Storm Monroe, you don't mess with him, and then the day when the man gets up on your platform and you do this live, I never had a problem with you. I never disliked you. Armon, you did say that. You did say that you disliked her. What are you talking about?
I think he forgot, but.
Like, he is a trick. He is a mess. But I like him. I like you. But like I said, Wiley, you're calm enough for him. And because you're lighthearted, and he needs to learn that as well. And I feel like Storm Monroe is getting there. I feel like Storm Monroe is growing and getting to that point. You can tell. But again, it's about taking accountability for things. And Armon just needs to take accountability and not take things so personal. Like, some of the things that you say, he takes it so personal. Like, he could get on his platform and say negative things about you or throw some shade, but I noticed that when these content creators, or even when the commenters say certain things, you like, okay, whatever. You just brush it off. That's the type of approach that you need, specifically being in the entertainment industry. It's like, just, brush it off. Don't take things so personal, and then it's like, come on, you still all in the comments, and every time you say something, here you go with another comment. Like, come on, Armon, just let it go. Like, Armon is a mess, but I like you. I love you. I like Armon, and I like Storm. So I am glad that they were able to make peace.
Absolutely. I think that. Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay, we getting the calls.
Okay,
thank you. I want to make sure I get everybody in while I get my commentary, because people is calling in. Thank you, sister. Let me see. 9614. 9614. Hello. 9614. Okay. All right. Hello. 6393.
Oh yes. Hey.
Hi. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
Doing okay.
All right. I'm so glad I got a chance to finally call into your live. This is what I have to say about the whole situation. I really wish that everybody would get along. This is crazy. I mean, they can't even blog without having some type of drama going on. And I like Storm. I really do. And I don't think he was lying about anything. And I don't think that Tasha was lying about anything. Armon, he for me, I don't know. I'll be on the kind of like on the edge with him, because he be saying some real problematic things that I can't get with all the time when he talking about Black women and calling people monkeys and stuff. And I'm like, do he look in the mirror I mean, he done got his teeth fixed and hung with Cardi B a couple times, and now he think he's better than somebody. I mean, people was dragging him over that trash behind video, that whack music. You're not a medium or a psychic. Please stop doing tarot cards. I mean, the only time I really do listen to him is when he's talking crap about the celebrities. I mean, he's boring. And he was trying to get people to go to that whack channel where he's trying to read tarot cards and give people advice. Child, I can't. Just continue to drag the celebrities and do your commentary on Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj and whack Cardi B and whoever else. And stop. That's all I gotta say about that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much for calling in. Yes. Now, thank you, caller. Listen.
All right.
Thank you. I want to say there's nothing wrong with the man music. I think he makes good music. Nothing wrong with the man music at all. 0081, calling on air.
Hey Wiley, how you doing today?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I was calling because I just want to hit on a couple of points. I've been at work, so I was like, let me call in. So I guess first thing I want to say is, I'm sorry, I just ran upstairs, so I want you to hear my kids yelling. So the first thing, when people talking about Storm having an interview with Jaguar Wright and saying that, excuse me, and saying that she gave him exposure, I think that's crazy. Like, how are you going to come at him about that when it's just like if he got a billboard and he played for advertisement? Excuse me, I'm sorry. So with that being said, you're going to pay for advertisement. So what's wrong with that? So you want to better your career. Then on top of that, I'm just still looking at it like, hold on, I think my phone breaking out.
You okay? You okay? What the world? What? Is she okay? Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
Doing all right.
All right, that's good. I just wanted to have a little comments about all this mess that's going on, because it is mess. The first thing, I think that it's a little weird to me. To me, this whole situation, the whole apology tour, and I wanted to also ask, did you get any apologies from Storm at all in this apology tour?
He had nothing to apologize for me for. Like, no, like we good. we good.
Okay. But the whole apology tour is given, when mad hoes link up. It's given that we all mad. Let's take her down in the forest. Like that's just what it's given. I even asked yesterday, like literally, was this ever going to happen if he didn't fall out with Tasha K? I mean, he said it was eventually going to happen and he was going to go on the apology tour, but I do not think so, because it took this whole dragging, of Chelsea and them dragging him for him to like come out and say, look, I'm just going to own everything. If you were a real man, a person, integrity, literally you could have been did this, you know what I mean? Because that's what spun the narrative that he was hiding behind Tasha or Tasha put him in to do this or anything like that. If you wanted to put those things to bed, you could have been a man and Ben spoke up, Ben said what you had to say. Ben did, it wouldn't even been an apology tour at this point. I don't care what nobody say, it's an apology tour. Period. You making your rounds. You trying to clean it up because you out here hanging dry at this point. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the backing of Tasha K. You're definitely not getting back in good graces or however it is. And so you got to clean it up with all the heavy hitters out here because, you're not hitting like those hitters. That's just real. Your content is not hitting like those hitters. Armon's setup is nice. Armon has, likability. He knows how to interview. And I don't even watch Armon. I didn't even know even so much of the whole drama that happened years ago with the Dr. Sabi or anything like that. I just never saw him on there until, the whole beef with Tasha K. I started hearing about that. But I actually tapped into him. I'm like, wow, his setup is great. His production is good. His mics, you can hear him. He knows how to keep you engaged. And Storm doesn't have it. He doesn't give that to me. I put Storm on to go to sleep. You know what I mean? How you just put something on the TV just to, watch you sleep. That's just what that's given. But Armon, he's really into it. And he's, he's trending as well. He gets the interviews and
I'm here for that. I'm here for that, and the production is nice too. But the whole apology tour, I didn't agree with. I felt like as a man, you stand up on your own. You do what you stand up on your own. You don't have to come out out of hiding now that the biggest boss, so they say, has dropped you from the state. That's just how I felt. It's just a mess, and I think that honestly, do y'all really do you, Wiley? Do you really think that was even a conversation, or do you think it was an interview for Storm? I mean, I didn't get it as a conversation. To me, it was an interview.
It was an interview.
Like, let me get out.
Yeah, it was an interview. It wasn't because the interview is like both of them having dialogue and they going back off each other. It was an interview, and it was a narrative that Armon wanted to paint. That I would see y'all. I was right all along.
Yep, and he fed right into it, and that's why I feel as though how can anyone really trust, what Storm has to say, or him as a person, his integrity as a man, as a blogger, anything. I did like that Storm said, I use everyone, but this is a fine time to tell everybody that you use people, and that's okay if that's how you decide you want to move and go in, in the whole system and how you want to do it, and it's, YouTube street. But it's a fine time to tell everybody after you use up everybody you can use. I mean, you should have been, hey, hi, my name is Storm. I like to use people. So if you're getting any business with me, I'm going to use you. That's pretty much how you need to come out, swinging from the gate. So now, I mean, it was not a conversation. It was help me spin this and help me do what I need to do. And he fell putty right into it, because like I said, his stuff is not hitting like that. He has to abide by somebody. If it ain't Tasha, he has to. If it ain't Conscience, he has to sit back and, take what he can get at this point, but that's pretty much all I got to say, but keep doing your thing, Wiley. I'll be in the bushes.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to go to the next caller here. We're going to get to y'all. What do you have to say? 9614, calling on air.
Wiley, is this me now?
Yes, I've been saying hello. You've been, okay, I can hear you.
Hi, Wiley. This is my first time getting through. Okay, this is I'm Monica from St. Louis, and I want to speak on this because I'm so upset with Storm right now. I'm so upset with Storm because Storm has gone on this apology tour, as the previous caller said, and he is picking up allies along the way to have someone on his team to be against Tasha K. And he went to the one who hates her most first, which is so vile and just so disrespectful. But I will say this about Storm. Storm has not lied to the people. Storm has told y'all that he ain't shit. Those were his exact words. I ain't shit. He said that when Tasha interviewed him. Storm has told you guys that he's just trying to get to where he's trying to get to, and will do what he needs to do. And let me say this: Storm wants to be a star. Storm, while he's spraying all this water over him that he's telling y'all that something else or whatever, that's water. Storm is not into all of that that he's putting out there, and he's a mass manipulator. Because he's a mass manipulator because he's got all of these people drinking his Kool-Aid. And like he said, he put in his 6 months with Tasha, and now he's going on. So I'm going to tell you what it is. Storm wants to get in the clique. He talks about the Kumatati all the time and how he doesn't want to be a part of that. Storm wants to be a part. He wants to get in on that Cardi thing. He wants to get in. He wants to be a star. So he's going to try to connect with the people. And Tasha gave him a taste of it by taking him to Swiss Beats mom's house around Alicia Keys and them. So she gave him a taste of it. So now he feels like, if I get in with Armon, who's in good with Cardi, and he can connect me with Lovely T, who's good with Cardi, and he wants to get in. That's what I don't like about him. He's manipulating everybody and nobody sees it. But hey, I'm gonna call him out. And after I leave here, I'm going to unfollow him because he's so full of it right now. I was shocked, and I don't like Armon. I went to this guy's channel a while back, and that damn horn he kept hitting, and I'm like, stop hitting the damn horn. I'm like, stop hitting that damn horn, and he wouldn't stop doing it. So I never went back to him. I ain't know anything about the beat.
What was he? Wait a minute. What was he hitting?
That little bullhorn thing, he hit that Bonka loud ass. Why? I'm telling you, and it just irked my soul. So I was like, I'm not going back. And then, I started hearing about him and Tasha K or whatever. And I'm not on Tasha K's side or Storm's side because they both are somewhat the same. And that's why Storm had to move on, because he knew he wouldn't be able to trick Tasha into the bullshit. So he had to move on to somebody that he feel like he can manipulate. And he can manipulate the rest of them. He can. And he will. If they ain't careful, he's going to manipulate his way through. And as far as the reason why he's such a good manipulator is because he grew up around them white kids, going to school with those white kids, and they mass manipulators. And Storm acts like a what do you call him? The Wonder Bread. He acts like a female Wonder Bread. He throws rocks and hides his hands. All the shit he does, and then he'll say, "Oh, they coming after me," and try to act like the victim. Storm, you lost me. So I'm about to cause shit, I paid a month for Storm. I'm about to shut all that shit down because this is just ridiculous. And black women, he don't like y'all while y'all out there drooling over him and all of that. He don't like y'all. And Tasha wasn't lying when he said that. He really don't like black people. He really does not like black people. Storm likes white people and gays. That's it. And as far as them rocks and all that shit he be having up there behind him, that's just a prop. That's a prop. He don't care nothing about no rock but that jade on his neck that old boy gave. That's the only rock he care about. And as far as him saying that he's not gay, I don't know. I don't give a damn. But he don't want any of these black women on his platform, so y'all need to just quit it and stop being manipulated. That's why men be getting over on y'all asses all the time. All they got to do is appeal to you. The man told y'all he ain't gay, and he acts that way because he feel like gays get the most views. Y'all are idiots. But anyway, Wiley, I love your show. You be making me mad sometimes too, and I'll be in the comments letting you know it. But I do love your show.
Thank you.
And you can tell Armon to kick rock. We ain't even tripping off him. And you just keep doing what you're doing. I'll be back.
All right. Thank you so.
Even got in.
Thank you so very much. We got 40 more minutes, people. All right. Thank you. 40 more minutes.
Wiley.
Thank you, caller. All right. 0723.
According to Investopedia,
0723. Okay. I'm going to go to the next caller. 6448.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, thank you for taking my call. And I love your show. I'm new, so but I'm not new to the whole Armon, Tasha K, and Storm Monroe situation. I really feel like Armon be reaching because honestly, you are doing well, and you basically shot up overnight.
Yes.
If you pay attention.
Yes.
If you pay attention. Okay. The only time he get content and he get viewers is if you talk about who? Nicki, Cardi B, and Tasha K. That is the only time. Let him do a video about somebody else. We not watching, sis. That's facts. We're not watching. So everybody will watch your video no matter what you talk about. You could talk about a cardboard box. We're gonna watch you. You feel me? So I really feel like he in the bag. He really is a hater. He's a hater. So I just wanted to say that. Also, I love your show. And, that's it. Thank you for taking my call.
All right. Thank you so very much. 6404, you live on the air.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Wiley, hey, how you doing, first of all?
Doing all right.
But also, too, the whole thing with Armon, I really hate how he be coming up and be, trying to come for you, too, because it's just like the caller before me said, I had stopped for a while. Nothing personal, just stopped watching you and a few other YouTubers. But once I came back within a few months, I saw how much you had grown. And I think I even probably had commented on one of your videos prior to that and just telling you how much I was proud of you or whatever for your channel, seeing the changes you made. But my thing with Armon is he failed to realize at one point his channel was going down real bad. And that's where all those little astronomy astrology with all that crap. That's where all that came from. So for him to sit up there and be trying to just go in on you like you beneath him or acting like that, it's really disgusting. And I don't get it. And I mean, like he really don't talk about nobody on his channel but Nicki Minaj. You know, he's supposed to be Cardi B. Like he all about Cardi B. That's supposed, I guess, in his head, that's his best friend, blah, 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 whatever. But I mean, I don't know. It just pisses me off when someone tries to put somebody else down instead of trying to like lift each other up, especially with y'all on YouTube and being Black content creators too. Like that's messed up. But that's all I wanted to say. And just keep growing your channel,
Thank
and
you.
I'm always support you.
Thank you so very much for your support. Thank you so very much. Okay. Callers, the number is 646-716-8447. 0081. I'm sorry. 0881. I'm sorry.
Hello, Wiley?
Yes, I can
This
hear you.
Ann Thomas.
Yes. Hey, Ann.
Oh, I was just calling. This is what I love, Tasha K. I found out you from your channel from Tasha K. Then I started watching you more than I did Tasha K. But I couldn't even get into our app. I got into it once, and I couldn't get back into it. But I learned those people, Storm and what's his name? Armon. I learned them from listening to y'all. But I didn't really watch them. I couldn't get into watching them. I guess because I'm older than y'all. But I watch you and I watch Tasha K. I love y'all. Y'all doing a good job. But what I really think is that everybody's friends. This is what I think. I think everybody's friends, and I think that they do this to make everything more exciting. I think everybody like each other. That's what I really think and get out of it. I don't get upset, and I get off nobody's channel because they arguing or whatever. I do everything. I take everything as entertainment. And for Tasha K and Cardi B, I watched a lot of that, and they both was arguing with each other. Tasha K kids became monkeys from that girl Cardi B's mouth. From Tasha K's mouth, that girl Cardi B became Joan Rivers. She said, "Take Joan Rivers' face off. Take that Joan Rivers' face off." And stuff. They arguing back and forth with each other. Okay, but when they went to court and Tasha K lost, she's dealing with a $40 million millionaire. Because you know they don't put all their money out there, but that's what I found out was $40 million millionaire. Now Tasha K could take care of about 20 people, but with her money, but she's not rich like Cardi B. And all these people still messing with Cardi B like that and talking with Cardi B like that. I wouldn't have nothing to do with her like that. I just treat her nice. If I want to listen to her music, I listen to her music. But as far as messing with her and talking about her and saying something about her, I wouldn't make her interesting like that. Because if you make a mistake and say the wrong thing out your mouth, you might be looking at a $40 million lawsuit. And all Black people, a lot of Black people follow Cardi B, and she's not even Black. She's a Latino or whatever. But Black people don't stick with Black people. And I'm like I say, I'm older than y'all. I see it all the time. I don't care if Tasha K said her doodle was green. I'm going to stick with my people. I'm going to stick with them. But one thing about it, she didn't ask us for nothing. I would have tried to give her something. I would have tried to help, but she didn't ask us for nothing. But anyway, y'all doing a good job.
Thank you so very much for
Doing
calling.
a good job.
Thank you so very much.
It is my second time calling, Wiley. I'm right by you. I don't stay far from you.
Okay.
I might see you one day.
All right.
I might see you one day.
Okay. We go off for some fried chicken wings.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye. 0081.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey,
I
welcome
was
to the
calling
Wiley Show.
because I feel like everybody is just going in on Storm, and I feel so bad for him. But honestly, I feel like when it comes to Tasha, I feel like she's very unprofessional. I feel like when you see a CEO of a business, you don't see them hanging out with everybody that's on the entry level. And that's what I feel like she's doing when she's hanging out with Chelsea. Chelsea, to me, is messy. I feel like she tried too hard when Tasha put her on the show to cover her for, I think, that Friday. It was terrible. And I feel like Storm, he's going to do good. And I feel like he is going to show Tasha that she really missed out.
I hear you. And you have a right to your opinion. And I want to say this, it takes time to get in front of the mic. I know I would do incredible if I ever get the seat, to host her Fuckery Friday. I'll bring out all the stops. But it takes time to really do that. And some people got it. Some people need to develop their skill set. And then everybody's not meant to be in front of the camera and all of that. Some people are meant to be behind the scenes. Absolutely. Because it's another game. It's another game when you in front of the camera. So I hear your point about that. But I think she did all right. She did great when she hosts those interviews at the Essence Festival. Did you see that? I think she did an incredible job interviewing Stacey Abrams, interviewing one of the Mary. Okay.
I've seen a little bit of it, but I'm going to be honest. I cannot stand her voice. It just it bothers me. So it's like, okay, I can take a few seconds. If not, Tasha not up there. Okay, I'll come back. I'll find something else. And I just keep flip-flopping. But to watch her for like an hour or an hour and 30 minutes, I could never. But I can watch you when you do your long lives, 3-4 hours. I will be at work entertained. I'd be pissed off and ready to put my customer on hold because I didn't hear what you were saying. But she does not have my attention like that. I just feel like with Storm, you outgrow people. And she gave him the platform for him to move. And I feel like, what's the problem? It's enough viewers and it's enough money out here. So I just feel like at this point, I think Storm is going to do good. As for Armon, I just wish the best for him, and that's it.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in and giving your opinion. But for me, I look at it, when you starting out in this game, you may start out dry. You got to understand your role. Because when I first started Blog Talk, when I first started on this platform, we on Blog Talk Radio with the call lines, my personality was so dry. I was nervous. I didn't know what to say. I remember when we interviewed Trina Braxton back in 2011, I was super nervous. I was just nervous. And so it took me a while to develop this skill set where I can, captivate the whole audience for hours. It takes a while to get to that. So I believe and then everybody's not for everybody. Like some people watch Wiley, I'm not for everybody. Oh my gosh, I don't like the show. And then you have people that watch the Wiley Show and like the Wiley Show. And so just like what Kevin Hart said, you may not like my comedy, but this person, these millions of fans that come to my show like my comedy, but his comedy is not for everybody. Just like the Wiley Show is not for everybody. And Storm Monroe is not for everybody. So I think but y'all have a right to give y'all opinion because this is an opinionated show and we open up the phone lines. I do want to ask you this question, caller. If they would have opened up the phone lines at the interview, do you think the callers would have dragged Storm Monroe?
Listen, I know they would have dragged Storm. And I was like, when he said, do you want to go on live? I said, Storm, don't do it. Because the way they've been ripping him up in Armon comments, in yours, he didn't stand a chance. So some things you just got to fall back from and just look at everything from a far distance. And I think that's what he did. But I don't understand why everybody don't like Storm. Storm is so lovable to me, though. And I love his channel.
I love his channel, too. And he's very entertaining. And I love his interviews. Like, I will never forget, one of my favorite is Jaguar Wright. And I love the fact, because, Jaguar Wright will go over the place. He literally labeled each video and chopped it up and released it to the public. He did a great job for that. And that comes from the skill set.
I will say that.
Yeah, he did a really great job on that.
No, I think that was, honestly, I've been following Storm for some time, and I've been following you as well when you used to be in the car on your breaks and everything.
Yes.
But I just feel like Storm pretty much, he just evolved since Jaguar. It's just like when you get a job, you're going to try to have a mentor somewhere to help you get you into that position that is your goal. So as of that point, I feel like he used Tasha for that stepping stone to get to where he needs to go. And at this point, he's on his right direction to where he's trying to go. But I feel like as of you use someone to get to where you need to go. At this point, we're in 2022. When it comes to jobs or just even with your own business, it's about who you know. It's not about what you know. It's like Tasha got him into the place where he needed to go in order for him to pretty much expand his platform.
I feel you on that. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Not a problem, Wiley. And I hope you have a safe trip to Vegas, and I hope you enjoy yourself as well and be safe.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. 2494.
Hey, Wiley, it's me again.
Okay.
I just want to say one thing. I don't want to take anything from Storm or Armon because I will say this. Armon Wiggins is very talented and he does have that it factor, like another caller said. I think you have it too. I don't think that Storm has it in the same way that you guys have it because you guys come off like you're really authentic. And to me, Storm always seems like he's trying too hard, and it comes off that way. Also, I'm going to say this too. Everybody is not for everybody. So Storm is not for me, but he may be, like you said, for other people or whatever. In the words of Bree, opinions are not facts. Everybody has an opinion, and this is just my opinion as to how I see it. And I just want to basically say, when I talk about Tasha and how she helped Storm or whatever, I mean, I think everybody has the right to move on. If you outgrow someone or you see that you can do better, I don't have a problem with that. But I just think the way that Storm handled the situation was very wrong, and the way he's continuing to handle it is wrong as well. Him and Tasha had a business relationship. They were under contract. Storm was being paid for doing the work that he was doing. So Storm was an employee, but she still gave him the opportunity. And it's up to him to take that opportunity and do with it, what he will do with it. I hope his channel keeps on growing. I don't want him to fail. I don't want any of you guys to fail because you guys keep us entertained. I watch Armon Wiggins show. I know I say a lot of things about Armon, but Armon is talented, and I watch his show. And when he does something that I think is good, I go in the comments and I'll write that. But when he does things that I disagree with, I'll put that. I do the same thing with you, Wiley.
Thank you.
So, I mean, that's just how content is. That's just how it is. But I just think this situation better. And he needs to stop all this talking. Go on your channel and focus on growing and alone. That's basically and why.
Are you breaking up? Oh, you breaking up. I'm sorry. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Wow. We have so many people called in today giving their thoughts. We thank y'all so very much. Everybody. So we're going to do an after show on Station Head. So if you didn't get a chance to listen, we're definitely going to do an after show on Station Head as we always do. We are trending on Station Head, which is a good thing. So we definitely, I'm getting the title ready for, we can do this after show on Station Head. Listen to music, get into some things over there. So I'm gonna start the live over there so y'all can go and head over there. Also, too, we will be in Vegas next weekend, August 26, 27, 28. If you want to meet me, email me at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. We're gonna have a good time. This will be my second time in Vegas, so I'm super excited to be meeting the subscribers, meeting the people. We will be doing that on August 26, 27, 28. So if you are free, if you say, hey, let me drive and take a little road trip, or you want to take a flight, and some of us are actually going to Usher concert on that Saturday. So I'm super excited for that, having a good time. And so we will definitely do that. So if you're in the area, you can come and see us. You can email me at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. Well, we thank y'all so very much for calling in, giving y'all thoughts. Thank y'all so very much. Let me drop the link. You can download Station Head right now on your phone. And you can download on your phone right now. It is simple for you to do. And you can follow us at the Wiley Show, TheWileyshow. And we dropping the link over there as well. Thank y'all so very much. Leave us a comment. Leave us a comment. I need y'all to leave us a comment. Let us know how we did in this video. This was fun. Thank y'all so very much. We will see y'all in the next video. All right. Thank y'all so very much. We will see y'all in the next live. Okay. Let me close this out. Thank y'all. I'm heading over to Station Head. Peace.